Battlefield 6 has had a very successful launch, and much of its positive reception is being credited to the early secretive testing program, or not so secretive, Battlefield Labs. Described by EA as their most ambitious community development collaboration ever, it's returning tomorrow into your hands. In this video, I'm gonna cover the details of what are they gonna be testing within Battlefield Labs tomorrow, how you can play, and so much more. If you're new to the channel, then likes and subscriptions are appreciated. Now let's get into it. The community update starts as follows. Tomorrow we're bringing Battlefield Labs back online. Earlier phases of Battlefield Labs helped us gather fast, focused feedback on new ideas before they reached our live game. We're now evolving and building on that foundation on how we test together as a part of our commitment to deliver the biggest and most exciting Battlefield Live service in franchise history. Combat improvements under testing. This session focuses on improvements across core gameplay, including clarity, responsiveness, and overall combat feel. These changes will be tested on Eastwood and Operation Firestorm in all-out warfare playlist Conquest and Escalation, and will include audio footstep updates that improved distance perception, surface definition, and enemy audibility. Networking and hit registration refinements aimed at more consistent interactions and better responsiveness during close quarters and high-intensity combat, and broader adjustments across key combat systems that influence all experiences, evaluated through focused lab testing. Display session will be PC only on the EA app and through Steam, and the following times are on the screen right now for you, ladies and gentlemen. As a reminder, participation within Battlefield Labs continues to be subjected to an NDA. So if it's your first time being in Battlefield Labs, it means you will have to sign this so-called digital contract, which means you cannot record, take screenshots, or talk about what you have played in Battlefield Labs, or you are risking getting your account banned on EA app or Steam. Before the session begins, we'll confirm timing as a separate note to the invited participants. Be sure to keep an eye on your email inbox for which you signed up to Battlefield Labs. As Battlefield Labs continues to grow, we are expanding how we test new gameplay through our development phases to gather clearer insights, involve more players, and validate upcoming experiences more effectively. Looking ahead, we'll host two main types of play opportunities for Battlefield Labs. First, it will be planned play sessions. These are either experimental or future-focused and recurring sessions around specific features or content that we want to validate ahead of release, giving players the chance to experience upcoming updates early and help shape their final form. Along with the planned play sessions, they will have quick, short notice sessions. These sessions are put together on short notice and allow us to gather rapid insights on focused gameplay changes that benefit from immediate community feedback. In the months ahead, we'll use Battlefield Labs to look at a broader range of early concepts and experimental scenarios that benefit from real player insight. Beyond that, we are preparing future lab sessions to explore changes to map layouts, pacing, and alternative team compositions such as smaller player counts or vehicle-focused setups. As we continue to grow Battlefield Labs, it will continue to be a reliable space for testing early ideas, gathering focused feedback, and involving a wider range of players in shaping what comes next for Battlefield 6 across areas such as new maps and experiences, new modes and experimental rule sets, prototype mechanics and systems, environmental changes, future seasonal beats before they fully solidify, and stability and performance. Learn more about Battlefield Labs and sign up to EA playtesting on our website today, and join the Battlefield Discord to join the discussion and stay updated on the latest information. We'll see you in the labs. So if you haven't registered for Battlefield Labs before, when the first things were happening all the way back in March, then you just have to register and then you just hope for an invite, just like we did in the past. Few things which make me excited here other than the audio and the netcode fixes, because those fixes they already confirmed their testing weeks and weeks ago, but the new huge thing is that they might change map layouts and pacing and alternative team compositions such as smaller player counts or vehicle focused setups. This means that at some point in Battlefield Labs they're gonna probably rework some of the maps to be either bigger or smaller depending on the feedback that people in Battlefield Labs are gonna give them. So if we take, for example, let's say Liberation Peak, everybody says it's a little bit too small, maybe they increase it by another 20%, but then they're going to have to also include maybe another flag if it's going to be on Conquest only or Escalation, because they're going to be testing on those game modes. So we're going to have to see how it all flows if they do actually decide to increase the map sizes of some of the maps. The other super exciting thing in Battlefield Labs currently, which I think we should keep an eye on, is that they're looking for vehicle-focused setups. I'm not sure exactly what they're meaning with the vehicle-focused setups, but I'm thinking vehicles are going to have a huge pass. Maybe there's going to be new content for the vehicles, perhaps new unlocks, maybe thermal scopes or gunner incendiary, or any of the great vehicle setups we had in previous Battlefield games. Perhaps those are finally gonna get tested in Battlefield Labs. As for the netcode and the audio problems, those are obviously gonna be, in my opinion, most likely a priority if you are gonna end up playing Battlefield Labs. I think you can probably expect the first at least 5 Battlefield Labs to be just about audio and netcode, and then it's going to be followed by visibility and all these other very much gameplay related things. Battlefield 6 really needs to improve their audio, visibility, and netcode. I would say those 3 things are probably the biggest problems in the game right now, and I would say, and I have called them before, to be retention killing problems. Many of my friends personally stopped playing Battlefield 6 just because of the audio, and they told me, Ace, listen, we don't want to play this game anymore until they fix the audio. Why should we play Battlefield 6 when Arc Raiders, for example, has such amazing audio? So they're all just playing Arc Raiders right now, which means that I'm kind of bored in the game myself when all my friends have quitted. I'm bound to be solo queuing a lot in BF6 currently, and if you're aware how the solo queue experience is in Battlefield 6 currently, as a solo queuer, as this is a matchmaking only game, you're basically only filling lobbies for the most part, and those lobbies are always mid-join where your team is getting crushed. It doesn't even matter which game mode it is. I join teams that have like 100 tickets left on Operation Firestorm versus a team who has like 800 tickets left, and my squad mates are all AFK on the mountain as snipers. This is the match quality I'm getting in Battlefield 6 currently, so you know, going alone at these huge challenges just feels like it's not worth it anymore, if I make sense. However, if the gameplay experience would be better itself, for example, if I could see people better, if I could hear people better, if the net could feel better, if I'd stop dying behind cover when I'm playing alone, which happens all the freaking time, then I think it would be just a better experience, which would mean I would play more whether my friends are online or not. I also want to give you a word of warning. This came out a little bit later after Battlefield 6 came out. Many people who were in Battlefield Labs, for example, provided some very solid feedback to the developers about things that could have improved Battlefield 6 and make the launch even better and make the game just an overall better experience. Many feedback in Battlefield Labs just seemingly goes fully ignored. You will see the developers in Battlefield Labs Discord, but many times they just simply ignore messages or they don't reply for months on end. There was a period in Battlefield Labs, I believe it was from May to like basically the beta, where they didn't say a single thing and none of the feedback was ever acknowledged. So I would say that Battlefield Labs is definitely also a big PR thing for Battlefield 6. As I mentioned in the intro of this video, it definitely helped Battlefield 6 gather all this huge hype before the game was coming out, and I'm hoping this is not going to be the only reason they're using Battlefield Labs now, because the game, you know, kind of lost its magic now. It's still obviously a very solid game in many areas, but in many areas it is also not a very solid game. So I'm hoping they're using Battlefield Labs to actually improve those areas rather than to just re-spark the hype for a game that's, you know, kind of already passed, if I make sense, with all the newer games kind of taking precedent. Currently, we need fixes, we need new content dice, and we need some of the maps to get reworked. Please use Battlefield Labs for that opportunity, I beg you. And that basically sums up today's video, guys. If you enjoyed watching it, please consider leaving a like and a subscription for a smaller creator, and I'll see you guys in the next Battlefield video. This is Ace signing out. Peace.